Forecast if that cooling trend will continue, and that's in 5 minutes. Naja?
All right, thanks so much, George. We keep hearing that the economy is getting a little better, but experts say the recession isn't over just yet. This morning, we welcome Jason Armstrong from Community America Credit Union with some advice to help us keep our finances on track. Thank you for joining us early this Sunday morning.
Thanks for having me.
So they say the recession isn't officially over yet. Feels like things are getting better, at least for some people.
They are, and Midwest is always going to be probably the last to recover because we were the last to go kind of in this free fall that had happened around the country.
So basically the tough times start on the coast, they trickle in, and the recovery works the same way.
You got it.
Okay. In terms of keeping our finances in order, is it better for people to pay down the credit cards first or focus on the savings account?
We encourage folks to do a little bit of both, so making sure that you have some of that emergency fund money setting aside, but you also want to make sure that you're paying down some of that debt. So you want to put things in both buckets.
And when you say that emergency fund, how much should be in it? How do we know?
Well, it's always good. The way to look at it is that anything that you can put aside each week is great. And we tell folks around $20 a week will get you to that $1,000 mark by year end in emergency fund. So when those washer and dryers break down, those kind of things happen, you have an opportunity to go use that versus putting that back on a credit card.
And you suggest a 5-step plan, easy to remember, happy.
Great. The H is going to stand for your situation where you have a plan. So you want to make sure that you're budgeting and make sure that you're in the household talking to your folks that are in there and make sure you're all on the same page because some of the crises that we have are around money matters.
A?
And A is going to be make sure that you have an assessment of what's going in and out. So you want to make sure that you have, before you're going to have a plan, you've got to know where the money's coming and going. So you want to make sure that you know where that's at. And then to save a little bit, you can always take a look at ways at refinancing your car and your home to free up some of those cash because rates are extremely low right now on home loans and auto loans.
Tell us about the 2 Ps.
And the 2 Ps, you're going to make sure that you want to make sure that it's a plan that you've got in place for yourself, and make sure that you pay yourself first. We talked a little bit about making sure that you have funds set aside for when you have those rainy days or those emergencies that are out there. And the other P is to make sure that you end up having that plan that's put into place so that way that you're continuing to stay on top of it.
Okay, and we finish it off with why you're not alone.
You're not
what do you mean by that?
There are experts out there, and we encourage you as anything that's in the financial arena that you make sure that you look at it, one of those experts that's the area that can help you in that plan. And not everybody is in a situation that's great, so you want to make sure that you can help them out. And we do a lot of stuff at Community America with our Saving Mavens group, and you can follow us on savingmavens.com.
Well, we appreciate your advice this morning, and part of having